game came out in 2003 on the PlayStation 2, and it's about a woman who is gifted certain abilities to basically try and save both worlds. One of the worlds that she enters is in dire straits, and our world is under threat by this demon. It's a really good game. I remember playing the demo when it came out years and years ago. I think it was like 11 or 12 when the demo came out, and it was so different from what I had played before, and the fact that we've not gotten a remake or a remaster or even a sequel to this is sacrilege because it is such a good game. And it was developed by Sony, you know, so yeah. But anyway, we're going to jump into part 1 of Primal. I hope you guys enjoy, and the bonus materials are fun as well. You get a, you know, sort of like a behind the scenes of how the game is made. Can't believe this came out in 2003. And also it's got that kind of gothic feel to it. Kind of like... I played the demo for the original Devil May Cry. I've not played the original Devil May Cry games. But it's kind of like that gothic feel, and like Blood Omen and, you know, all of those sorts of games. But this does stand on its own. It sucks that we never got a sequel to Primal because it is a good game. I've only ever completed it once because after I had it on PlayStation 2, obviously other consoles were coming out and other games, so I never really got to go back and experience the nostalgia. So it's going to be good getting back to it. The soundtrack is amazing as well on this. If you've never played it, it's available to get on the PlayStation Store. Highly recommend it. It is one of the best games on the PS2. And it's so underlooked. So it's an action-adventure horror game developed by SCE Cambridge Studio and published by Sony for PS2. I get 8 out of 10 as well by IGN, 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb, and 4.1 out of 5 on Amazon. So the developer was Guerrilla Cambridge. The fact that we never got a follow-up to this or remake, it needs to be done.
Are you one of them badass rock stars?
Oh, Jen, you scared the crap out of me.
Sorry, babe. Hey, Lewis, what's up?
This huge freak in the crowd kept staring at me like some whacked-out psycho.
Well, maybe you never checked out your audience before, but you guys don't exactly share the same fan base as Kenny G.
This was different. He looked seriously creepy.
Ooh, that reminds me. Grab your money and let's split. We gotta go visit the landlord.
Yeah, this came out when I was 12.
Come on. If we don't pay up tonight, we're gonna be living in a box.
And I'm 33 next month.
I'm 21 now, Lewis. Too old to be living like a bum. Plus, I'm gonna need study space once I start college. No autographs. Creep.
Good night, guys. See you next
See, now that is a good boyfriend. He goes back for her. It won a BAFTA. It was nominated for a BAFTA as well.
Is this your Jane Doe?
Yeah, came in 2 nights ago. Hasn't come round yet. She's a fighter, though. I've lost plenty with injuries less than hers.
5 broken ribs, lung punctured in 2 places, ruptured spleen. What'd you do, get hit by a truck?
Yeah, she left some nightclub with her boyfriend. Looks like a gang jumped them. Left her lying outside the club. They found him several blocks away. He's in the room 3 doors down.
So, what do you think?
50-50.
Come on, doctor. There's a coffee and donut downstairs. Need your attention.
Nice doctors. One PS2 game I do want to see on the backwards compatibility catalogue is Constantine.
That was one freaky dream. This a hospital? What the hell happened? Oh my god. I'm dead? No, 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 I don't want to be dead. Things were just starting to work out. Louis and I were just... Oh my god. Louis. What happened to us? Huh? What the hell are you? A bit short for the Grim Reaper, aren't ya?
You're not dead, Jennifer, but if you don't be quiet and listen to me, you soon will be. My name is, well, let's say you can call me Scree. I've been sent to find you, to show you some very important things and to enlist your assistance.
Right. Well, Scree, glad I'm not dead. But first you better explain how come I'm looking down on myself. She is creeping me out.
Your corporeal form, the one still lying there, is very weak, close to death perhaps, but not yet lost. That is only part of you. The other part, your spirit, that's you. I set it free from your body so that we could talk. In fact, now that it's free, you'll find you can travel to places you've never even imagined.
Right, so I'm like an astral projection or something.
Essentially, yes.
So what does that make you?
I am but a humble servant to my lady, and to you I'm a friend, someone you need to trust. Now quickly, you must come with me. We're both vulnerable here.
Okay, but only 'cause I'm intrigued. I've never been an astral projection before.
Okay, Jennifer.
What the hell? My God. What just happened? Where are we?
Questions. We're no longer in Mortalis. We've stepped through a rift gate into the Nexus.
Still, huh?
As I said earlier, your spirit is no longer constrained by flesh. You have left the physical mortal world and now stand in the Nexus, a convergence point for energies drawn from the 4 realms of oblivion.
Sounds like one of Lewis's fantasy novels.
This is real, Jennifer. I know you mortals think you're at the heart of everything, but believe me, you're not. Now please try to absorb all of this quickly. There really is no time to waste.
Okay, I'm trying. Just one thing, though. No matter where we are, you gotta stop calling me Jennifer. You sound like my stepdad. It's Jen.
I am to give you these. They are devices that will help you to learn of your true self. And if my lady is correct, they may afford us some protection.
What am I supposed to do with this?
It's a vambrace. They fasten around your wrists. Please, it's important that you trust me and just put them on.
I've just jumped out of my skin, left my body in some hospital, been dragged through a rift gate,
Rift Gate.
and I'm in oblivion. Vambrace? Not a problem. Ooh, shiny. And pretty comfy for a pair of metal doodads. Could have been made for me.
They were.
So, how do I get them off?
You don't?
And this guy wants me to trust him.
That's what I find
This
hilarious
lady
about
you
Scree.
keep mentioning. Who is she?
I serve Arella. She is all that is good and pure. She is strength and virtue. She is righteousness. She is nobility.
She's a person, right?
She is not a person. She is not mere flesh and bone, emotion and desire. She is one of two primal forces that govern the universe. She is order.
And the other would be...
Chaos.
The other would be Abaddon, the embodiment of chaos, lord of corruption and decay. He is my lady's eternal foe and the reason for my being.
Right. You know you're gonna have to introduce me to this Arella.
Oh, I shall, and she will be most relieved to see you. But first, I must show you more of Oblivion. Please follow me.
Scree, will all this start making sense anytime soon? Is there nothing you can say that won't leave my head spinning?
I think that perhaps your Lewis may have been brought here.
Lewis? Lewis here? You've got to help me find him.
Yeah, that's what I find hilarious about Scree, you know, because obviously Jen just says it, you know, he's like questions. She was attacked by a demon, put into the hospital, and is now out of her body and in another dimension. Like, you're going to have fucking questions.
Come on, this way.
Can't remember who voices Scree, but I know it's someone famous. And as for Jen, I think the voice actress does a character in Final Fantasy. I think it's Final Fantasy X.
So, they got one of these.
With the might of chaos and order eternally battling, a balance between them must also be fought for. Here at the heart of the Nexus is where that happens. Drawing in the two primal forces, governing, generating a safe parallel energy. That is the awesome responsibility of Kronos.
And awesome's the word for this gadget. Oh! There's someone in the middle of all that.
As I said, Jen, Kronos.
Jeez, he's looking at me.
Perhaps he can hear you, too.
Well... I'm sure the guy's doing a great job in there. On there. Oh my god, Scree, he's plugged into the damn thing.
It is an ancient machine, with Kronos living at its heart. There are 4 realms in Oblivion, Jen. 2 aligned with order and 2 with chaos. Each realm has its own natural balance, eternally generating the right levels of primal energy. which is drawn into the Nexus and fed through Kronos to Arella and Abaddon. Kronos has eternally governed with wisdom and impartiality, channeling balanced strength to them both. Without him, the Nexus, Oblivion, and your Mortalis wouldn't exist at all. Simple as that.
You know, if I was as wise as this Kronos, I'd find a cushier job. Pull out the jacks and swing in the hammock for a while.
For all our sakes, I trust your own sense of responsibility matches your distinctive sense of humor.
Distinctive good or distinctive?
Distinctive inappropriate.
Jeez, I'm being heckled by a troll. Is he okay? That doesn't look too healthy.
No. The force of chaos is overpowering him. Abaddon is putting his ancient plan into practice. A break with eternity. He's secretly corrupting the kingdoms of order, strengthening the realms of chaos, foolishly rocking the Nexus like a boat about to capsize. Just look at our guardian suffering to keep control. He may not last very long. Come on, Jen, we have no time to lose.
Okay, I'm coming. Just don't leave me behind here.
Okay, let's see. Subtitles on. I always forget the subtitles. Save.
Follow me, Jen.
Yeah, but Constantine, if you've not played the Constantine video game, it's a lot of fun. It was released on the original Xbox and PS2. I don't know if it was released on PC. I'll need to check that one out. Also, there's a lot of cutscenes in this game.
It's no good. I'm gonna have to ask Scree.
Questions again. And if there's something I'd want you to ask, you never do. What, please?
These symbols.
Ah,
I presume you have noticed this.
indeed, there is a remarkable similarity.
They are identical, you lunk. Lewis drew the design for me just after we met. How come the symbols all over the place here?
I simply can't tell you.
Can't or won't?
It's branded on you, Jen, not me. I don't know everything.
It's not branded, it's just a tattoo, goddammit. Lewis told me it was a ancient rune of protection. I just thought it looked cool.
Where did Lewis see this symbol? It's very important.
He wouldn't tell me. Oh, forget it. Everything else going on, that ain't gonna freak me out. Come on, little guy.
So when the demo came out on PS2, this was the first world that you got to explore. Not all of it, but I think it was up to a certain element of the game and then it stopped. As soon as I played the demo, I knew I had to get the game. I think I got it like a year or two after it came out though. I got it pre-owned from the GameStop.
Where are we now?
We have entered the kingdom of Solom. Time stands still in the four realms connected to the Nexus. In this realm, it is eternal night.
And let me guess. Eternal winter?
By nature, Solom is bleak of climate, but nothing too harsh for its people. The Ferai are strong and resourceful hunters.
You say hunters?
The worlds of Oblivion are each inhabited by a different race, and yes, the Ferai are fierce, sometimes brutal, but they are fundamentally good. You're going to meet a lot worse, I assure you.
Splendid.
Solom and its people have always been aligned with order, providing my Lady Arella with power.
But now things have gotten screwed up, right?
Yes, thanks to Abaddon's villainy. His interference in the realms is drawing all the primal energy to his side and starving my lady of her very existence. In truth, neither side can survive without the other, and soon everything will be destroyed.
So the guy's trashing the status quo, creating chaos. Guess he's doing his job.
And we must do ours, so just listen.
Oops.
I'm sorry. You must forgive me for that, Jan. So much more will become clear to you, child, but we've so little time.
Hey, look, don't sweat it. I'm fine. So what's to be done here? Let's get on with it.
Thank you, Jen. Right, now, what we've got to do here, Jen, is, I haven't the faintest idea. But I do know Solom has been tainted by chaos somehow, and we have to restore the natural order. I told you the Farai are violent, but they live as a basically peaceful clan with rituals and art, for example, a structured society. The one crucial thing for the race is their king. In Solom, the king has huge authority, awesome strength, but he must, without fail, sacrifice himself at the height of his power and pass the throne to his heir.
Gruesome.
Ah, yes, the burning crown, the traditional method of royal sacrifice. Failure of the king to abdicate his power would devastate the land and lead its people to ruin.
Ruin as in...
Precisely. The king here is Hearn, strong, deadly even, but always a good leader for his people, I believe. A Farai king like any other through eternity. But some time ago he was due to relinquish power.
And he's running for another term.
He is senselessly refusing to give up his rule, and so leading the Farai to disaster.
So we check it out. Cool.
Yes. A sound plan of action.
Is there anything around? I kinda want to platinum this. In order to do it, you need all of the... What do you call it?
I'll quite happily lead the way whenever you like.
You can control Jen or Scree. Press the select button to switch characters. If it is possible for them to do so, the character not being controlled will follow. Thought there was going to be a way out.
God, Kika Sika.
That did not sound too friendly. Let's find another way around. You hear those growls, Scree?
That sounds like Malkai. They're primitive, territorial beasts. Huge teeth, fearsome claws, fond of the dark.
Well, that's it. We ain't moving. Oh, no.
I suspect they'd only be interested in devouring you.
Oh, great.
I doubt they'd find me too palatable.
Sure. You don't look particularly tasty.
Malkai are afraid of fire. I'll scout ahead, see if I can find anything.
I'll stay here until you get back.
Okie dokes, I'm looking for fire. There we go. Press X to perform a context action. This includes picking up items, using them, and operating mechanisms.
This should keep those Malkai at bay.
There we go. I'm sure there's something else. The only thing I hate about modern gaming is that they don't make games like this anymore. You know, it's very I'm trying to think of the word. Like, it's more intimate, you know, because we're now surrounded by... Oh, I'm stuck. No, there we go. We're surrounded by open world games constantly, and, you know...
Aha! Back, mangy curs!
all of that stuff. You know, in these massive big budget games, and they're fine, they're great, but it would be nice to actually go back to, you know, these sorts of experiences.
I've illuminated the cave, Jan. It should be safe for you to enter.
Small point. Typical picky me. Should be safe or is safe?
It is safe.
Well done, big guy.
Maybe I should give the torch to Jen.
If you need information, just ask me and I'll do my best to help.
Scree can provide clues. Press triangle and Jen will ask Scree for a hint. Hold to summon an on-screen compass.
You can look at my maps whenever you like. They're updated as we progress.
Press start to go to the pause menu. May view the map. So we are going straight across.
The bridge is broken. Better find another way across.
I can't remember if we've got to fight some enemies here. Oh, how nice. Right, wait a minute, because I will not be able to climb up there. Try to think. Is there a way across here? I think the only way across is with that tree, but I can't get... There's no way across.
You know, being small and made from stone has some advantages.
It does?
Absolutely. I can climb up any stonework surface. Now that's something that might be useful to us, don't you think?
I guess.
Scree can climb any stonework surface, run him against a wall, and he will automatically begin to climb.
What's next then, Scree?
I believe Hearn once used the Ferai Villa as a hunting lodge.
Hope we don't get frame drops.
Help me out, would you?
Okay, so I think this is where we get to fight Ferai Villa. Do you remember the good old days with demo discs? With the PlayStation magazine?
Damn that wind!
Uh-oh.
Don't panic. They can smell fear, you know.
Oh, lovely.
You're not on the menu here. I'll smell how I want. Shit.
The character design in this is great as well.
It's Hearn. Don't worry. I can speak the demon tongue. Deus Safinta, Dwend em Gen, Eb em ota jimen diarella, Eb hiven keferai, Ekta sunsetem rekba.
This runt would have me believe you're an envoy of the goddess Arella. You look more like a sniveling half-breed to me.
Scree, I vote we're big enough to swallow the odd insult here.
Strangers, in these treacherous times. Should I drive you from my kingdom, or leave you to the Maokai?
Trust me, Lord Hearn. We're here to help you.
Help me? I suppose you must know the whereabouts of my son, then?
Well, no.
Then you are of no use. It was a night like this when Jared went missing.
But listen, I do know what it's like to lose someone. My friend Lewis was taken from me. Couldn't we at least help you look for Jared?
You seem ill-equipped to be helping anyone. Take this, and you may just survive the night.
Thanks.
I have no more time for strangers. I must return to the Great Temple. Perhaps tonight my prayers will be answered.
I guess we know what he prays for.
The safe return of his son.
Come on, Scree, we can do it. Let's find this Jared.
Fine, fine, as you wish. I'll add him to the list.
Hey, why do you call me a half-breed?
Perhaps it's time for me to scout ahead again.
What you doing?
It's called a lodestone. They're important. You'll find out later.
You are one strange critter, Scree.
Did a little Lara Croft flip. Can't remember if the Maokai can attack Scree. I know he says that, you know, like they're not fond of the dark and stuff, but I'm sure that they can attack him.
I need to find a way to get Jen over here. That tree seems ready to fall at any moment. Job as a makeshift bridge.
Oh, better save. Time is that? Oh, so they can attack. Okay, I can hear someone getting attacked, Jen. Okie doke.
So many earthquakes.
The land, 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 the land.
You didn't fail, Scream. How can
Okay.
I let go when there's no air to take over?
Of course. Of course. Finding Jared could be the key to restoring the balance in Solom.
Got a little glitchy. Happened in Kenna Bridge of Spirits as well. I was playing it and it just was fucking going like this. Bouncing across the screen like a crazy person. That's another game you need to check out, guys, if you've not done it. Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Such a beautiful game. Trying to think if there's... I'm sure I saw a lodestone up there. What's this? Tarot cards are hidden bonus objects. From the front end menu, select bonus materials and use it to see artwork. Anything else? Whoa, does he?
Someone must have secured it from the inside.
Time to climb.
The gap's too small for me.
Okay. Can I grab the torch? How about Scree? That's really weird how Scree can grab the torch and not Jen. What the hell is that about? Ferrai Burrows.
We should ask these tribesmen if they know anything about Jared's disappearance.
Shoot.
Beagni, nedi vasus agap di keep gaxi kod volvek Jared?
Ib anod bot kapki. Udnon gyanol ruliadon vumila bapot vern klumpad. Ubsa kernas Jared nukti.
Apparently Jared used to hunt here. Some time ago, the locals heard a terrible fight raging. Nobody's seen him since.
Give me 2 seconds, guys. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Going this way. Once we get to the temple, going this way. I'll stop here. I'll stop once we get to the temple, so I've got dinner to make.
The wall doesn't look too sturdy.
So let's see. Haven't played this in years, but I remember most of the stuff. I think this only came out on PlayStation 2. I know it didn't come out on PC. Constantine came out on PC, PS2, and the original Xbox. Don't think it came out in GameCube. Because this would have been a time around, you know, that the GameCube and that would have come out. My controller's going off like crazy. Ooh, bloodstone. When you find out why Scree needs the lodestones, it's one of the coolest things in the game. Can Jen get it? Yes, she can. Do, 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 do. Okie doke. Okay, we found another rift gate. Better save. Ah, poop.
Locked.
I know so many amazing games that came out on these older consoles, and hardly any of them are on the backwards compatibility thing. It's shocking that, you know, they didn't add more. Jared's Lodge. Yeah, he did.
Now this isn't a good sign.
What is it?
It's a piece of a Ferai's horn. It has an engraved tip. The symbol is similar to one used by Hearn's family.
I guess we should show it to him then.
Is there anything I'm missing?
Help me out, would you?
See, if Resident Evil 5 had just adopted this approach, it wouldn't be as annoying. You know, when you've got to constantly call over your partner to help you out. It's a giant pain in the ass.
I think we'll need to split up here. I can climb down. I'm afraid you'll have to find another way.
Ah, there we go. Another game that this is giving me vibes of is Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, that was released on GameCube. Very reminiscent of that, just in terms of like the graphics and stuff. Okay, so we're Scree. Okay. But yeah, if they were to remake this, it would be stunning on next gen. Oh my god, not to mention what the updated controls and, you know, the AI would be 1,000 times better. It would just be one of those games. It'd be perfect. Oh, thought I missed something. Don't think I need to fight Abaddon in this world, but I think he shows up.
Get down, someone's coming.
What's going on here?
Who's she?
Ah, it's Lady Divina.
Wait, Scree. I don't know who she is, but this does not look like a welcoming committee.
Casus disis includi vit deos jaluenari.
Die job toe penny. Pardon al hek diden. Door san jeep mop wedenbol hen. Deos niet job op kaverbe.
Stupid! Du lasso san pen, ati san apa.
The language sounds very reminiscent of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. You know, when you go to Dantooine and stuff.
I don't understand. Divina is known as a noble and just queen. Why would she have someone murdered like that?
Guess she ain't the
Chaos.
gal she used to be.
The prisoner was no criminal. He was a shaman, a Ferai holy man. He spoke of uncovering Divina's secret and that there were others still loyal to Hearn. We must find out what he meant.
Wonder if Hearn knows about his wife's mean streak.
I mean, you can tell, I mean, you can understand why
And I don't relish
some
the
people turn
task
to
of
dark
telling.
side, you know, it's because they've got no choice most of the time. You know, they're not willing to die, so they'll join the dark side. Is there anything that way before I continue? Is that a cave? Okay, I can't climb over there. Hmm. And I'll need to get back to playing Knights of the Old Republic and the Old Republic and Elder Scrolls Online, Final Fantasy Online. There's so many.
It is not budging.
Excuse me. Yep, we're gonna get attacked. Jesus. I love how Creed just turns to stone. Like, they can't hurt him. I'm getting my ass eaten by a bunch of monsters and he's just turned himself to stone.
Locked.
What the hell was that? Thing that way? Nope. Well, I guess there's no point in unlocking the door when I could just do that. It is. Ah, piss.
These Farai sure can jump.
Those must be the ones that work for Divina. At least I made it a temple. Oh yeah.
Scree, what's with the glowing stuff?
It happens when I'm close to stone figures, resonating with Ferai energy. It means I can temporarily transfer my soul into any statue formed from this material.
Cool.
Cool! Just wait till you see me do it. Then you'll see what I'm made of. Cool.
Okay. Go ahead, that's a fine statue, a lovely glow.
I can't do it yet. I need the essence from more Ferai lodestones before I can shift form.
Okay, calm down. I'll take your word for it. Rocky.
If only she knew.
Okay. Can't remember how many lodestones actually needs in order to activate it. But luckily there's already a few here. Okay.
I don't think we'll gain access this way. Too high for me to jump.
That should be more than enough.
Yeah, okay, that was quite impressive. A rock of many talents.
Apinag sanbinan hovnilak, trasus any inonak, apinagdi, trasus any inonak, apinagdi, trasus any inonak, apinagdi, apinag sanbinan hovnilak, trasus any inonak, apinagdi, trasus any inonak, apinagdi, trasus any inonak, apinag sanbinan hovnilak, trasus any inonak, apinagdi, trasus any inonak,
found this.
apinagdi. Quips and Binan, you. Why do you interrupt my ritual? What is this? What have you found? This is Jared's. Where did you find it?
It was lying in an old ruin. There was blood and signs of a battle, and corpses.
My son?
No. 3 huntsmen had fallen in combat, but this was the only sign of Jared.
I must discover my son's fate. And find those who have wronged him.
Lord Hearn, how is Lady Davina coping with your son's disappearance?
My wife keeps her own counsel these days.
Well, the last time we saw her... What the...
Have the gods answered my pleas, or do they mock me?
Scream? What just happened? What's he talking about?
Show me your arms, half-breed.
Half-breed, there he goes again.
Can you truly be Arella's champion?
Get your paws off me, Scree!
It is true. You don't yet hold the power, but I believe that you are Arella's chosen.
I haven't prepared her for this yet.
Then I suggest you do so quickly!
Scree? What's happening? These damn vambrace are burning me.
Be calm. They're merely channeling powers that exist within you. You are part demon, Jan. You were brought into oblivion as a baby, your soul tainted by the touch of chaos. Hearn has awakened the Ferai within you. The Vambrace are merely catalysts for change.
Scree, it hurts!
Your body will be able to adopt each of the demon aspects of oblivion. The first time a form is awakened, the transition may be painful, but trust me, you will adjust.
What have you done to me?
Stay calm. You are in control of this. You may change form when you desire. There's nothing to be afraid of. Your humanity is not lost. However, you will find that the Ferai aspect has many advantages. Agility, strength, stamina, and if I dare say it, you're far more pleasing on the eye. Sadly, as you may have noted with Hearn, the Ferai aren't renowned for their good nature. My point precisely.
Oh yeah. To shift between human and Ferai form, she'll revert to human form and she runs out of Ferai energy. To summon Ferai energy from Scree. And we found another rift gate. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. Time is it? Yeah. Let's